I now bring you to a holy night in 1969. On a holy night in 1969, in an inn also known as a bar called the Stonewall Inn, a basement which had no running water, no safe fire exits, queer people of many colors and kinds danced together. For it was the only place where they were allowed to dance, at least permitted to, by the mafia who ran the inn. That's true, by the way. In those days, it was common for the people to frequent this inn, not to join in the dance, the underground celebration, but to send the dancers home and make arrests. When they would arrive, the lights would go on, the people would be lined up, and then all those in drag, all those who were trans, all those without proper identification, they were arrested and taken into custody. But on this holy night, that early morning of June 28th, the people said, "Not tonight," as they called them to line up. The trans women refused to go, and as the police began to beat and arrest them, and as the people spilled out from the bar onto the street, Christopher Street, a crowd grew to watch. And then, as trans women, lesbians, and gay men were getting arrested, a yell came from the crowd, "Gay power!" And as a woman was shoved, she shoved back, and the crowd began throwing bottles at the wagon, and suddenly it erupted. For once the people didn't line up. For once the people said, "No more, we've had enough." It was almost as if that night, being pulled out of the darkness of the underground at the Stonewall Inn, one too many times, they said, "I am ready to be seen." On this holy night, when the power of the oppressed rippled through the streets of New York, when queer people said, "No more," our world has never been the same. 50 years ago, it was illegal to be gay, to be trans, to dance and to love and to celebrate. And now, only 50 years later, here we are celebrating at a church, gay and straight together, queer and straight together, trans and cis together, all of us in this together. And so we hear these stories of life and love and defiance and celebration. Let us all remember and pay tribute to our movement's ancestors, many of them trans women of color who led the first rebellion that night. You see, Pride is a celebration of that anniversary, the anniversary of that riot at the Stonewall Inn in New York City, a holy night. So happy Pride. Welcome to this joyful celebration, and bring your whole selves, your gay, your lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and queer selves, your drag queen, your butch, your feminine, cross-dressing, nail painting, tutu-wearing selves, your genderqueer, gender fluid, agender, pansexual, QUILTBAG selves, and all the other identities that are and will be. And let's have a celebration, because joy is a rebellion too. And this church is queer and fabulous. Amen? Amen. Let us begin.